Hello everybody and welcome to Tiger Tales, a place you'll find stories and fanfictions written and read to you by host me, Tai Tiger. Today we're diving back into one of my favourite animes of all time, and an interesting fanfiction that I've left alone for a while. Revenge and Honor, a tale from the Hidden Leaf Village. This is a story where a team of new ninjas, during the reign of Kakashi Sensei being Hokage, lose their sensei, and they're going off for revenge. They obviously have to pit stop sometimes, and things get out of hand. And that's the whole point of the story. So, in the first chapter, our team lost their sensei and ran away without anyone knowing. They got told they had to stay put, but they didn't listen to orders. So now they're not only on the run from their village, but they're also tracking down the bastards who killed their sensei. So let's find out what happened in the next chapter. With Revenge and Honor, a tale from the Hidden Leaf Village. Chapter 2, Saving Those in Need. Shikagoro, Ryuken, and Taiyo ran through the forest, bouncing from tree to tree. They all stopped and caught their breaths. Now what? Ryuken asked. Without someone with any sentry jutsu, we are kind of just sitting ducks, or we played the old man trick of tracking things, Taiyo muttered.
We need to keep moving. The Leaf Village has some keen trackers. Distance is our only saving grace if we're ever going to find those murderers.
Shikagoro told his team. Then the trio ran off again, bolting from tree to tree, blurring through the treetops. When they stopped, they noticed a small family being hassled on a pathway quite small. They seemed to be carrying a lot of stuff. They seemed to be moving from one town to another. 2 men had stopped them and threatened them, demanding their valuables and any food they had on them. We should help, Ryuken muttered.
Agreed. Let's go.
Shikagoro nodded. Then he jumped down and the other 2 followed. The trio landed between the family and the 2 threatening thieves. Oh, it's a ninja, one thief barked. Yeah, we are. Now move on, Taiyo snapped. Don't think so, one thief sneered. Then one of the thieves pulled out from their sleeves and aimed a ninja tool gauntlet at the team, and it fired an array of shuriken. All 3 ninjas jumped up into the air. Koinu jumped out of Ryuken's hood. The little dog then growled at the thieves as Ryuken weaved several hand signs. Koinu transformed into a clone of Ryuken. Then they both started spinning and becoming 2 spiraling drills. Fang over fang! Ryuken barked. As they hit the ground, both thieves jumped back, dodging the attack. Then Shikagoro weaved several hand signs as well.
Shadow Possession Jutsu.
Shikagoro called out. His shadow started slithering forward and connected, and it merged with the shadow of one of the thieves. Then the thief froze in place, unable to move. Shikagoro stayed still, holding his hand sign. Taiyo pulled a big wrapped up thing off his back and pulled the bandages off. He then held out his hand and the chakra strings flung off his fingertips and connected to the wooden box that sat in front of him. The box opened up to reveal a wooden puppet. Puppet Master Jutsu connected, Taiyo called out. He wriggled his fingertips and the puppet started moving. It was a humanoid with a cylinder torso, 2 long arms and rather thin legs, and a horned demonic head on top. Taiyo pulled his hands back and wriggled his fingers even more, and the puppet folded inwards, and 2 blades extended from where its hand should have been. The puppet jumped up and sliced the thief that was frozen into place, cutting him down. Ryuken and Koinu both started spinning once again. The 2 vortexes spun around each other and flew at the second thief. They hit the second thief, then Taiyo made the puppet open its mouth and several kunai shot out of it. Then Shikagoro also threw 2 kunai as well. All the kunais hit the thief and he dropped down dead. Then Koinu transformed back into his adorable puppy form. Taiyo's puppet folded back into its dormant self and Taiyo severed his chakra strings. He then started wrapping up the puppet once again in the bandages, as Ryuken and Shikagoro turned to the family. Thank you! Oh my god, thank you! The mother cried out. No worries, we're ninjas. It's kind of our job description. Ryuken smiled. Koinu sat there and barked cheerfully. What village do you hail from, boys? The father asked.
We're from the Hidden Leaf Village. We're on a mission at the moment. That's when we saw you guys getting hassled.
Chikagaru told them, pointing at his headband. Oh wow, we are seeking refuge. Our town got ransacked by the followers of Pain, the father muttered. Pain followers? But he died during the Great War like several years ago. How the hell does that make any sense? Tayo muttered as he threw his wrapped up puppet back on his back once again.
Why don't you follow that path there? It will lead you to a divide. A day on the left side will lead you to our village. Tell them what happened and tell them Shikagaru Nara sent you. My cousin Shikamaru works close with Lord Sixth. They'll house you for sure.
Shikagaru told the family. The mother scooped up her kids, cuddled them whilst she cried with relief, and the father walked up and shook Shikagaru's hand, a tear rolling down his cheek. You guys better get going, Ryuken told them. The family thanked them one more time, and the children stroked Koinu, then they left and headed to the Leaf Village. The team then went on their way. You want to check out that village, don't you? Tayo asked as they launched into the trees and jumped from branch to branch once again.
Yeah, it's the perfect place for rogue ninjas to hide. We can check it out.
Shikagaru replied. You know, they see us coming, they are going to attack us. They are rogue ninja worshippers of Pain, of all people, Ryuken told them.
Oh, trust me, I'm fine throwing hands with some worshippers of Pain. The guy's been dead for a couple years now. Someone needs to put these fools living in the past in the present, and if us punching them in the face sorts them out, then so be it.
Shikagaru chuckled. Alright man, let's go. The old man said it's south of the riverbank, Tayo said. Then the trio headed to the village. They landed on the grassy bank, and there was the village in sight. It was a rather small village. It wasn't big enough to have an estate name like the village hidden in the leaves or in the sand. It was filled with black smoke. Homes were on fire. People could be seen screaming and crying. And there they were. The Pain followers. They wore headbands that had the same red cloud marking as the Katsu coats. They were blasting fire jutsus at buildings. Two of them carried a large box filled with fruit, veg, and baked goods. We have to stop them, Tayo muttered.
Hey, just because we're hunting Sensei's killers doesn't mean we stop being ninjas. We'll help them, it's what we trained for.
Shikagaru told them. Then the three boys ran into the fray.
To be continued.
And there you have it, guys. A rather quick one, I know, but I wanted to update the story and get the story rolling. I have big plans for this story. A huge shout out to Shikagaru's creator and voice actor, A-Crown. You can find his story talent on his YouTube channel, The Author's Crown. Fantastic story writing and great storytelling. Also, make sure you check out the other Tiger Tales channels. We have Tiger Tales The Lost Stories, Tiger Tales Game Over, and Tiger Tales Mysterious Origins. There you'll find unique and brand new stories, more fan fictions and such. There's some about video games in first person perspective and all sorts. Then check out Tiger Tales X, where you'll find crossovers happening. Official crossovers, no OC characters from two different franchises crossing over with each other. That being said, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you all for listening, and I shall see you guys real soon.
Don't touch my Pringles.